Hello everyone. Welcome back to a rather embarrassed Morbid Fade ASMR video. I say that because last night I recorded part 3 of Bioshock. I've been recording them in that order, Bioshock and then Borderlands. And coming onto this now, into this recording, I only just realized that the desktop audio was off for the entire recording session last time around for Bioshock, which means I'm going to have to go back and replay that entire section, which took me about an hour and a quarter. So naturally I'm not really looking... I'm looking forward to it in the sense that I will play more Bioshock, because I love that game, obviously. But it means that I'm not looking forward to it in the case that I have to re-record a section that I've already done just yesterday. So that's playing on my mind a bit. I made sure everything's set up properly this time round, although I am going to tab out again quickly just to triple check, and everything seems fine. I'll explain what happened as we get into it, but yeah, let's not waste any time. We are going to be doing the next main mission of Borderlands 2, which is Best Minion Ever, which requires us bringing Claptrap over to Captain Flynt. You fancy going with me, buddy? Please. It means we get Boom Boom, who I would have loved for Boom Boom to have gotten more. One of my favourite bits of like personality voice acting here. I wish that Boom Boom stuck around more in the game, because I really like Boom's, as in BOOM, the couple of lines that they do. They sound really good. Also, just a regular reminder that Handsome Jack is the best. Claptrap, you stupid fucker. Why are you all the way up here? I hate this mission, because I don't like where we're heading. I don't like having to follow Claptrap, like, because of how slow he is. I don't even enjoy the Captain Flynt fight. I think he's quite a boring villain. Why? I get it, I've already looked through here. Thanks, buddy. I hate you. I don't mind Claptrap as much as a lot of other people do. Follow me, dude. There's no reason for you to stop there. I suck.
Minion, what have you done? These are human beings with lives and families and totally kidding. Screw those guys.
So I still haven't watched the Borderlands film because I have absolutely no reason to want to. But yeah, like the one thing that I do know about it, in a redeeming context, is that Jack Black does a good job, which does make me happy, because people weren't taking too kindly to Jack Black for a bit. Because I mean, in fairness, he kind of attaches his name to a lot of big popular IPs. So on a level, I can kind of understand it. Because I mean, at a certain point, it can look a little bit desperate, but that's just Jack Black being a massive nerd and enjoying nerd stuff. Like, if I was in his position, I'd do the same thing. Like, it's not like he doesn't know how to voice act. He's Poe in Kung Fu Panda and did an amazing job with him. Like, better than I think anyone would have expected. So I think that's kind of just like a natural thing. Like, if someone comes up to you asking you to play Bowser or, you know, Claptrap, if it's a franchise that you know about and are interested in, then absolutely.
I should probably clarify. The diamond horse I've been telling you about? Not a sculpture or anything. It's a living horse that actually happens to be made of... Actually, I'll go get it. Bus Stallion! Here you go! Bus Stallion!
So good. Oh, I should be using that, shouldn't I? However, I'm going to swap those two around for a bit. I should have sold you off as well.
Say hello! Yeah. Bus Stallion says hello.
He's just got that cockiness so well. I love this bit.
Light the fuses, bitches! I'm ready to blow!
Like, you got two main voice lines in the entire game, and they sounded so good. I really hope they went on to do other cool things, because, like, they really deserve their flowers if that's the kind of energy that they bring to all of their recordings. See, they always make a point about equipping it, although actually, no, it's because you only get the grenade mod that I have if you get the, like, deluxe edition. So, yeah, at this point you wouldn't have you just have a normal grenade. So I get it. But no, I'm not going to replace the one that I have, because I believe this grenade mod that you have scales in damage as the game goes on. It's really cool. Now I'm in true space. No, no space for either of you two.
Ragged fragged locked gate. Ooh, idea. Minion, get on that cannon. Just blast this gate down, but don't do it until I'm out of the way. Understand? Whoa!
They really were waiting right behind that guy, huh? Actually, I should get out of this because it reduces the amount of XP you get if you kill them with that. It's the same as if you kill them in a vehicle. Because the vehicle scales up in damage over time. It either scales up in damage over time or it just starts off as being stupidly overpowered. So if you kill someone with a vehicle, then it gets you like no XP. So realistically, I shouldn't have been using that, but whatever. Yeah, this is what I meant by last time. I was fighting on a big dragon. I still don't know why that's a thing. It just looks cool. Sorry, mate. I've got to do that.
Captain Flynt's ship before the flash freeze, which explains why his men are
Just gonna have a sip of tea real quick. Was that they shooting at me? Oh, look, collateral there. Nice. I'm fairly certain there's no stealth in this. I was talking in my Bioshock playthrough yesterday, which annoyingly I'm not going to be able to upload, about how I don't quite know how the stealth mechanic in Bioshock actually works. Here I'm 99% sure that there is no stealth. You just get within a certain range and they'll see you. I was wondering if that could maybe work. So something that I'd love to try out is to see, outside of going back to areas that you've already been to and just kind of using them to grind, what is the maximum possible, the highest possible XP level that you can get to the end of your first playthrough with? Because generally in my playthroughs of Borderlands, I'll end up at level 30, somewhere between 30 and 33, I believe. I do wonder whether or not you can get higher. Probably can, but it would, it would basically require never killing anyone with a vehicle. Like it all has to be by hand. You would have to do all the bonuses on every side mission. For God's sake. Like it'd be a lot of hassle, I feel. But could be worth it. Well, not really, it's one extra level, but 43 and 46. Yeah, I just don't rock with Captain Flynt's voiceover, because I was thinking this to myself before when I was making a tea. I'm probably going to start doing more videos where I, react to and talk about I react to and sort of discuss voice acting in games and anime and stuff like that. Because that will end up being my niche. Most likely, will be being able to discuss voiceover as someone who is on his way to breaking into the industry. Like I'm signed up to a couple of audiobook deals now. Like onto a couple of audiobook sort of publishing studios. I've done some some animations for people. I'm filling out job requests, like for just kind of whatever people need, really. And yeah, that just feels great. I can sell this shit. I don't need you, or I don't like tedial weapons. you're honestly probably a better bet than this. Because this will chew through ammo and it's not very accurate. Okay. So I don't want to, feel any guilt about it or anything. If someone like calls me out for being like, "Oh, you've called yourself a voice actor in the title of your video, but it's not your profession yet," and it's like, well, no, you're right about that. However, it's my life goal at this point, and I'm making steps towards it. So if anyone is, into the idea, on my main channel this will be, and it'll probably be clipped from my Twitch channel. If anyone is wanting to potentially see that, me discussing that kind of thing, then by all means let me know, because I would be fascinated to do that, I think. Sorry, just wanted to have a drink real quick. So because some of the takes that I have about voiceover, about like the industry and the standards and that kind of thing, and what other people want and expect, are maybe a bit unorthodox. I don't want to say like controversial, but that's what makes videos engaging, right? When you see people with different opinions to your own, and that's what comment section's for at the end of the day, to discuss things. Fancy waiting? Okay, this revolver doesn't feel very accurate, which is annoying. This is the main reason why I sold the other one, other than the ammo cost of the other one. But if it takes me twice as long to kill people with this, then that completely undoes all that. Love you too, dude. I literally walked past you. Do you not fancy coming with? Did you say I'm gonna beat you to life? Yeah, see, that starter grenade is really good. Yeah, right. So I'm gonna check to see what time we're on by the time this first mission's done, because it'll probably be quite short, so chances are I'm probably not going to end the recording after just that. But we'll see where this goes. This game's really adept at making you forget what you were talking about. Yeah, if that's something that you may potentially want to see on my main channel, which, I mean, at this point this is becoming my main channel, but yeah, let me know, because I think for my drinking stream tomorrow night, which, I mean, all my streams, but drinking streams these days, because I don't stream often enough, Just punched my mic. Hopefully that doesn't pick up. I am likely going to react to one or two like voice acting, like best voice acting videos to, you know, give my take on them, so that I can post a YouTube video saying with the title of "Voice Actor Reacts to Best Voice Acting in Anime," and see how that does. Because you know, all that experimenting and seeing how things are taken, and you know, trying to open new avenues for myself. And I do see my YouTube channel as a way to sort of not only just use it as like almost like a training system for me of like oh, well, that's not ideal, is it? Oh my god, I had to pray then. That was way too close. But also it's like somewhere to learn. Like if I start talking about why I think certain examples of anime in dub aren't good, and a bunch of people, you know, respond to me saying, well, actually, I really like this, then, you know, that would open my eyes as to, you know, things that I could potentially look into taking influence from if it's something that a bunch of people are interested in. Obviously, my main goal will be to give a performance that I myself am happy with and proud of and would like to listen to myself. But at the end of the day, what the crowd wants, what the consumers want, is obviously essential. So, oh no. Oh, why has this happened? So, I don't know why that bug is a thing. That's only ever happened to me once before, where Claptrap just doesn't come up, and when that happens he can't put anything in there, so I can't go through there, so I'm bloody soft locked here. I don't know if I can kill myself. I might try that, because I have saved there, so let's see if that does anything. Okay. Okay, I was hoping for that to do more damage than that. Admittedly. Oh, hi. I remember seeing you before. You're all shields, none of which are even any good. Ain't that just not worth my time at all? But it means that I can swap a couple of these out.
How about that?
Any bit of money you can get at this point in time is great. I'll just jump off the map and see if that does anything, because I really don't have to restart. So, how's everyone's day been? Oh my god. What's going on there? I really hope that refreshes the map and that doesn't just teleport me. That is stupid. Am I able to bring it back down? Oh, if I am, it'll probably be on the platform itself. So let me just run back up there real quick. Because if that doesn't work, then I'll have to restart my game. Which will likely mean that I have to restart from... Oh god. I don't even remember where I respawned from. No, there's nothing on it. Well, pray for me. Oh, that is so much worse than I thought. That is horrific. So a mechanic that I really love from Borderlands 3, which I wish that they had in 2, was the ability to... Actually, gonna keep you. Was the ability to go up to an ammo vending machine and press Q on it to pay as much as it takes to instantly refill all the ammo of all your guns. When you go into an ammo machine in Borderlands 2, then you have to go out your way to buy individual bits of ammo one at a time, which is a bit annoying. Well, this means I've got to fight through everything I just did all over again, which is just great. Like, I wish, because it takes you to a whole different section of the map. It's only 9 XP, I'm just not even going to bother. I'm just going to run through instead. I'll kill these guys again, but... You know what? You like a bit of the boom? Let me do that. I refuse to believe that all of those are missing. There we go. So that got me a little bit more XP at least. Oh, that sucks though, because that's a whole different part of the map. We're no longer in whatever it was called before. Like this is the Soaring Dragon now. You guys look at me instead. I'm asking for you guys to do. I want these guys because they give me a decent bit of XP. Like, at this point in time, 35 XP for one of those is nice. I love when the game gets metal and I give my hit points back. Also, this is a lot later in the game, but there is one character in this game who I need to, at some point, do an impression of, whether it's... I'll upload it as a video probably, but I will most likely... That'll be one of the things that I record when I go to a sort of sound booth at the BBC when I record my demo reels. There's a character in this game, and some of you might know what I'm about to say, called Face McShooty. who you get a side mission from, in which the entire goal is to shoot him in the face. And he spends... I don't know if there's like a set length of like dialogue where he runs out of things. There probably is, but it's a long time where he just rambles on and on and on about how he needs to be shot in the face. And you don't get a lot of XP for it. You don't get any crazy reward. I think you just get some money for it. And not all that much at that. But the rant he goes on is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in a game. And, you know, you'll see it from whenever I do this reaction, or whenever I post it rather. I'm not big on overuse of shouting in voice acting, or rather, I don't particularly like when people sort of romanticize characters shouting as like the primary form of, I guess, good voice acting. Like, if you go onto YouTube and type best voice acting or best acting, you will just see clip after clip after clip of people just yelling. And this can be a big thing that I bring up, because I personally do not think like that at all. It's not my thing, and it does kind of get on my nerves. So I will talk about that. However, that character, Face McShooty, because it's entirely used in a comedic setting, oh, it works so well. He's one of my favourite NPCs in gaming ever, which doesn't sound like a compliment, but oh, in his case, he really is. So that's one of the parts of this game that I cannot wait to show you guys. Because that is peak Borderlands humour, which, admittedly, a lot of Borderlands humour hasn't held up too well to some audiences over time, because, you know, there's a lot of kind of toilet humour, there's a lot of kind of lowest common denominator humour, and some people really don't take kindly to it, understandably so. It's not for everyone. But that kind of thing, like just the kind of bombastic, just in your face, unapologetically, high energy, you know, and yeah, like bombastic is, I think, the ideal way to describe it. Style of humor and delivery is such a relic of gaming at this point. Like, it's like, I feel like the Borderlands franchise is really held up as one of the funniest in games because of things like Face McShooty. Okay, let's go down and get you again. A bit different. Again, nothing good, but I didn't expect there to be anything good. Like, the fact that I have a assault rifle that deals like 70 damage per shot at this stage of the game is like crazy, honestly. Alright, let's go back through here again. Oh, I really wanted to catch him on the way down. And honestly, I think that is probably the best way to get consistent good performances out of your voice actors in gaming, is especially in gaming. I think in anime as well, to a lesser extent, because I think in anime there is a bigger focus on, you know, dramatic and emotional scenes than there often is in video games, especially where voiceover is concerned. I think the best, like, the way to get the absolute best out of your voiceover artists is to let them be funny and let them just kind of let loose and just have a good time. And the example that I'm going to keep bringing up over and over again whenever I talk about this kind of thing from now on is going to be The Disastrous Life of Psyche K, which is the funniest show I've ever seen, because it is some of the best voice actors in the world, just losing all of their inhibitions and sense of shame, and just yelling absolute nonsense. Like, I always forget his name and it pisses me off. The voice actor who plays Shun Kaido, who plays Mahito in Jujutsu Kaisen, he turns in one of my favourite voice acting performances ever, because like, he buys into the, like, he leans so much into the sort of cocky, false swagger, like just the full belief in himself, and just goes into it, like hams it up to such a ludicrous degree that it's just so charming and infinitely entertaining. Like, he's one of my favourite characters in anime history at this point, just because of just goofy shit like that. That's what I wish that more people, also I've not been using this at all, that's why I wish more people kind of look to get out of other people's voiceovers, is just how much fun they're having. Because I feel like that's really not brought up enough. Like, just how, like, at least, I mean, obviously it's brought up a load by voice actors and by people in the industry, but I feel like it's not brought up enough by the fans, the consumers. I think that kind of goes under the radar a little bit, which is sad. Because obviously you want the people that have been hired to entertain people to enjoy the job themselves. It's why I think a lot of YouTubers lose a lot of what makes them them when they make it really big. The Sidemen, I think, is the main example of this, because I think I might have had to stand there, and because I rushed forward, it kind of messed things up. Because they went from being friends recording games with each other to this multi-million pound, because they're British, group, like, brand, like they're a brand first and foremost nowadays, and it, like, they have to kind of lead with their business brain these days, and it's just a little bit depressing, because you can tell that there's certainly some people in the group that really want to still just have fun, but sometimes it just kind of feels a bit fake, and it's like, that's just what happens when you grow up, though, I guess, as well. callback to the Knuckle Dragger fight where he just randomly shouts out sphincters. Oh, balls. You know what, I'm gonna let myself get killed here, or downed, so that I can do that. Get a bit of health back. There's someone behind me as well. God damn it. Okay, he's activated his power. Oh.
That must have hurt.
I would love to get some health back. That'd be just great. Really? I did that little damage?
Hold it.
No, that is not what I needed. Of course he's resistant to that. Oh, I'm gonna die here. Because he's just in a very unfortunate position. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Although, in my defense, the grenade shouldn't necessarily be fire damage. It's just, you know, explosive damage. Which it doesn't feel like... It doesn't feel like that he should have explosive resistance. It feels like he should just have fire resistance. Wait, I didn't get him. Oh, he summoned more of his dudes. Okay, his crits seem to be a little bit sporadic. Yeah, man. So now we're finally going to start getting some elemental weapons, which will become our best friend later on. When we get to Sanctuary especially, and I get Moxies, SMGs. Which, you know, obviously when it comes to Borderlands, Lilith is wifey, but you know, you just can't turn down Moxie realistically, especially in Borderlands 3. That's a good design. Okay, this will level me up to level 9. I need to see, where are we at with the recording? 44 minutes. There is actually something that I need to do real quick. I need to do my Duolingo lesson for the day because I'm about to lose my streak. Did that not level me up? God damn it. Trying to think. You know what? I'm just thinking about it now. I am going to leave getting to Sanctuary for my next episode because you know, it makes sense for this video to like, you know, have its thumbnail be Captain Flynt, to like end the video on that. That's an insanely easy friend mission. So yeah, I think that's where I'm going to end it. I'm going to jump through to 3 horns, but I think I'm going to end off the video here. So we get to see. Solid strat. So bro comes when he... Oh, my leg. There we go, thank you. I've never stayed and listened to that whole thing before. I'm going to pause it there. So yeah, I will be calling off the episode here. I will be recording the next one probably tomorrow, honestly, because I need to redo my Bioshock video. So I'll probably do the next mission tomorrow as well, depending on how many things I need to record, because there is a job that I need to fill out, and I might go to the gym, I don't know, but that's not important for the video. That's just me padding out the runtime, which I don't even need to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you're looking forward to the next one, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Have a good night, everyone.